When she ignores you, your reaction decides everything. Not her silence, not her attitude, not her behavior, but your reaction. Most men collapse the moment a woman pulls away. They panic. They second-guess themselves. They wonder they said something wrong. And then they make the biggest mistake of all. They chase. They send extra messages. They ask for reassurance. They try to restore connection that has already shifted. They think closeness comes from pressure. But real closeness only comes from strength. When a woman ignores you, you must understand something essential. Silence is not always rejection. Sometimes it's a test. Sometimes it's a lack of interest. And sometimes she is simply watching who you become when she steps back. Women don't fall for men who crumble emotionally. They fall for men who stay grounded in uncertainty. So when she ignores you, you respond first with calm acceptance. You don't question yourself. You don't overanalyze. You don't chase. You simply acknowledge reality. She's quiet right now. That's it. Nothing more. You match your energy with emotional control, not to punish her, but to protect your peace. Emotional control is a masculine foundation every woman instinctively seeks. When you refuse to react, you show that your identity does not depend on her attention. And that is the moment she begins to feel something powerful. Respect. Respect is the root of attraction. Women don't admire men who break down. They admire men who hold their center when things are uncertain. Your job is not to force her to respond. Your job is not to convince her to choose you. Your job is to remain grounded in who you are. So when she goes silent, you go silent too. Not out of anger, but out of discipline. You shift your focus back to your mission, because a man's value comes from his direction. Instead of waiting for her message, you put your energy into your goals, your growth, your money, your fitness, your purpose. Most men lose themselves when a woman pulls away. They abandon their structure. They stop focusing on their lives. They hand all their emotional power to someone who has stepped back. But not you. The moment she ignores you is the moment you show the world who you are. You become busy, productive, invested in your life. You let her absence improve you, not destroy you. And when a woman sees a man who can stay disciplined when she withdraws, something changes in her. She becomes curious. She starts wondering why you didn't panic. She starts wondering why you didn't chase. She starts wondering what kind of man is so internally secure that he doesn't need constant reassurance. Your silence becomes a mirror, reflecting her behavior back to her. But your silence is only powerful when it is peaceful. Silence from insecurity is weakness. Silence from strength is attractive. You're not withdrawing to punish her. You're withdrawing to maintain your standards. This is a Stoic principle. Control what you can, release what you cannot. You cannot control her replies. You cannot control her mood. You cannot control her distraction. You cannot control whether she stays or leaves. But you can control your reaction. And that's where your power begins. When she ignores you, she unconsciously wants to see your emotional temperature. Will you become anxious? Will you chase validation? Will you prove that your confidence was only temporary? Or will you show her that your inner stability is real? Women chase emotional strength. They test emotional weakness. And silence is one of the most common tests. When everything is going well, any man can look confident. But when she pulls away, your true nature appears. If you stay centered, she feels safe around you. If you lose control, she loses interest. So you respond with calm, grounded patience. You don't double text. You don't explain yourself. You don't seek answers she's not giving. You simply step back and let the situation breathe. Space is a powerful tool because space reveals the truth. If she was momentarily distant, she returns naturally. If she is genuinely losing interest, your silence prevents you from embarrassing yourself trying to revive something that is fading. If she is testing your strength, your non-reactivity passes the test better than any words could. And if she is taking you for granted, your absence becomes a reminder she didn't know she needed. When you stop chasing, she starts thinking. When you stop reacting, she starts reflecting. When you stop leaning in, she starts noticing the space you once filled. And that is when her curiosity returns. Women don't think deeply about men who chase them. They think deeply about men who are unshakable. Men who move with purpose. Men who are grounded. Men who live with discipline, not desperation. But here's the secret most men don't understand. Your response must be consistent. You cannot be calm today and needy tomorrow. You cannot act strong in public and desperate in private. A man's value is measured in his consistency. You must adopt a mindset where your peace is non-negotiable, where your time is valuable, where your attention is earned, not given freely to someone who isn't reciprocating. When you operate from this mindset, the dynamic changes. You stop asking, "Why is she ignoring me?" And you start asking, "Is she someone who aligns with my standards?" That shift alone puts you in the position of power. You're not waiting for her validation. You're evaluating if she is worthy of your presence. That's what separates men she respects from men she uses for attention. When she ignores you, do not try to win her back. Win yourself back. Win your discipline back. Win your focus back. Win your peace back. A man who owns himself is a man women chase. If she comes back, good. If she doesn't, even better. Because now you stay free from someone who didn't value you. You never lose when you choose self-respect. And if she does return, she will return differently. She will be more mindful, more respectful, more cautious with your energy, because she now knows you will not settle for crumbs. You will not chase someone who chooses to step back. You will not compete for someone's attention like a man without options. You are a man grounded in his worth. Women crave this type of man, not for his money, not for his looks, but for his emotional stability. A man who responds to disrespect with silence, to uncertainty with patience, to chaos with calmness. This is a man who becomes unforgettable. So the next time she ignores you, respond with strength, respond with discipline, respond with self-control. Not to manipulate her, not to hurt her, but to protect your dignity. Your reaction defines your value. Your silence defines your self-respect. And your focus defines your future. She may ignore you today, but she will remember the man who didn't lose himself because of her silence.